Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, this is Pokémon Shield, and I ended last time by promising Kubfu a training montage. And by montage, of course, I just mean jump cut to when I'm done. So, here's the current situation. I got up to level 94, which feels a little bit overboard, but it's whatever. Holding a wide lens, she's a she, which I didn't realize right away, and there we go. So, yeah. Hang on, but which page is nature on these days? Docile nature. I don't remember what that means. Judging by this, I'm guessing it's a neutral nature? So, that seems like a fairly good... I don't know, honestly. I'm not one for competitive whatevering, so that's how I've raised this Kubfu. Now, do I remember... Okay, that's the bike. Good. Can you even faster... There's so much I don't remember. Because I've spent so much time in Scarlet and Violet. I'm so used to the controls in that now. Well, I'll fly over to here because this is the nearest flying spot to the Tower of Darkness, I guess. Which now, if I'd been clever about this, I would have taken the time I was training to go and check that I actually am. Like, I do want the Tower of Darkness here, and I'm aware that it's not going to actually let me take it on right away because I've not spoken to Master Mustard yet. Having a moment there, we're just seeing a regular Cantonian Tauros and thinking, it must be shiny because it's not completely black. Like, no, you are very much... Item, thank you. Not that I ever use an Everstone, apart from for breeding purposes, but still. Are you the one? You're not the one, are you? Surely not. Okay, so here's... Oh, we do have to... I forgot, we have to see the view in all of the places. Okay, well, here we are. And Kubfu is like, wow, and I'm like, wow, we can see all the stuff, and it's slightly gloomy. Yeah, this sure is the place where you live. What do you mean with the best? We saw one... What do you mean? I mean, yeah, we did a bunch of training, but, like, from seeing one view? Okay, well... I'm so used to seeing Paldean Tauros is what I was getting at. I'll meet you at the various other spots if the game is like, nope, seeing one is enough. Well, I want to see all of them. So I'll meet you at the other locations where you can have a moment with Kubfu. Really? You're just sitting here at the entrance of the desert? Sure, why not? I thought you'd be like on a mound or something, but... Really? You're in the middle of a sandstorm and you're going to sit there, mouth agape, just getting a mouthful of the fruits of the earth, by which I mean particulate rock. Okay, we're even better of best of friends. Cool, have a sweet, and if it turns your tongue blue, you'll have to do a task. Anyway, where next? Okay, Loop Lagoon. I had to meander quite a bit before I realized, oh, you're just sort of chilling over by... I thought you'd be on the island in the middle, because that would make sense. In a way of being like, hey, here's a scenic spot to stand at, but no, we're just at the entrance of the area. Which is helpful because I came in from the water side, so I came in through not the entrance by that definition, and I can see a max mushroom in the distance, and I'm going to go and grab that, and then I will meet you at our next destination. And offhand, I don't remember what that is, but you will. Lucky you. And here, just in the entrance of the Brawler's Cave, or I guess... just in from the southern entrance. You could probably infer from what you're seeing roughly where I am, if you care that much about this game, in the year of our goodness 2023. Incidentally, you don't know what you've got till it's gone. I miss the versatility of terrain management that you get with Miraidon and Koraidon. Because just riding a bike just does not cut the mustard. Anyway, speaking of mustard, I'll see you back at the Mustard Man. Apparently I didn't have enough watts for absolutely every upgrade, and I've given them literally everything that I have. So... Okay, so just to recap, we've got a hairstylist who refuses to show their face because they didn't want to model an entire extra room and character. We've got a Rotomi machine, which takes 2 separate goalposts to actually start up and running. A vending machine, which has separate milestones for each of the things it stocks. Then ingredients in the kitchen, and then now we can also buy protein and iron. Well, yeah, you weren't thirsty. You can't drink it as a human anyway, they're Pokemon supplements. Anyway, Mustard, put down your game. What's this? What's this? Let's see how you and Kubfu are getting along. We've seen everything. Bearmer. Be armor. Good, you two are just best of friends now, aren't you?
Kubfu's really become more confident. How wonderful. I dare say I think you're both ready. Follow me, you two.
Okay. See, this whole time I've only had Kubfu in my party because the main thing I remember is you can only take on the tower with Kubfu in your party and nothing else. And I don't remember if there's a battle before that, and I'm going to end up with egg on my face if I'm wrong about this. Please don't make me fight you with no warning. No, the games don't... They haven't done that since at least, like, Gen 4. Or... Gen 6 definitely ask your consent before challenging you to a random battle anyway.
Phew, I'd say this is as good a spot as any. Now then, Hex, at Kubfu, if you want to become stronger, there are special training grounds just for Kubfu. Prepare yourselves for the Towers of Two Fists.
Okay.
The blue tower is the Tower of Waters, which I already did in Pokémon Sword, and the red tower is the Tower of Darkness. Choose wisely, since you'll only be able to climb one of the two towers. Kubfu's fighting style will change depending on the tower you choose, and the types it gets will change as well. Think carefully. Each tower's 5 stories tall, and each floor has a tough opponent waiting for you. Make sure you level up Kubfu properly before trying to climb up. You can reach both towers by heading through the Forest of Focus. You might even be able to find a shortcut if you can ride your bike across the river. I'm really looking forward to when you two make it to the top of one of those towers. It's going to be so exciting. I could crush a grape. I could jump off a doll's house.
Etc. Yes, we will do the thing. So, I mean, we could walk there. And so here we are at the Tower of Darkness. Entirely uncharted territory for me because, as I keep saying, I did the Tower of Waters in the livestream series, so if you want to see coverage of that, those livestream archives are still very much available, and also a bit on the old side. So, Master's already sent word, this is the Tower of Darkness. It's a training ground where Kubfu will learn the true essence of darkness. You raise Kubfu to at least level 70, I may have overshot a little bit, its training will go smoothly. Once you leave the tower, you won't be able to leave unless you best 5 opponents or are defeated yourself. What's more, the tower you didn't choose will be closed to you forever. Yes, we will forsake the path of water and become evil. Just for the sake of showing the two sides of every coin. Yes, I'm certain, I have been there, I've seen it, I'm never gonna stop believing. Let's go and find a flame. So, Tower of Darkness, round 1. What's your face?
Cheerleader, so-and-so, what's your face? And the ugly one.
Walking only a path of light will not help broaden your perspective. You must learn to use both light and the dark. Let me show you how. Show me what you got. So yes, to my knowledge, you can only bring Kubfu into this tower. You cannot bring the rest of your team or any other Pokemon. It is one on, well, I would say one-on-one. It's one on however many the opponent brings. And he's got a Zorua. He's a puppy. It's Oppie. It's a really good child baby boy. I like Zorua and Zoroark. I love the Unova form. I love the Hisuian form. They are best boy, and I love them. And close combat is probably a bit too much considering the level difference. I meant to check if I had any PP ups on my person. I don't believe I do. So there you go. Yes, we'll drop in the bucket on our way up. But yes, Zorua, we love to see.
Light and dark aside, you've certainly broadened my perspective. They all sound like Proton John trying to be a bit too dramatic.
That's just... Proton John is the Tower of Darkness. Alrighty then, let's head to the next Flolf. Now, what could you possibly have? What could you possibly have? What could you possibly have? Those strong in the darkness are also strong in the light. I've traveled the path of darkness and perfected my strength in the light. Behold! You are 14 and this is deep. So, somehow I was expecting a Scraggy and I don't know why. But Scraggy, Scrafty, another pair of Unovan Pokemon of which I am very fond. And somehow, despite being dark and fighting type, it's still weak to fighting types because it's dark. Well, in this case, she is dark. Not enough people actually respect the genders of Pokemon, I've noticed. Like, come on, it's right there on the screen. They even color-code it these days. My Kubfu is a female Kubfu. Please respect accordingly. It's not much, but, you know, if we can normalize respecting the genders of Pokemon, perhaps people will find it easier to respect the genders of humans. Yes, even my strength perfected in light can be overshadowed at times. Thank you, Tenko Chabashira. She's got the look and everything. Alright then, on to floor 3. I believe it is all just a series of one-on-ones, so I may have over-prepared, but that's fine. I forget, were there candles in the Tower of Waters, or is this just an aesthetic choice?
We're all but lost travelers, feeling our way through the darkness around us. The results of battles are hidden in darkness until the battles are completed. That is the beauty of battling.
Again, 14 deep. Although, does that make... just because it sounds overly over the top, does that actually detract from its intrinsic value as a philosophical statement? In this essay, I will not. Now, Inkay. Dark Psychic, or Psychic Dark, I don't remember which, but enough for it to neutralize fighting type attacks, and it being dark, it's immune to Zen Headbutt, which... Why did I teach you Zen Headbutt going up against a Tower of Darkness? I'm a foolish fool. Okay, well, we'll use Iron Head. Oh? Okay, you flinched, which is good, but you have 1 HP. I disapprove. But fine, let's roll it. I feel like Iron Head isn't 100% accurate, but maybe it is. But then again, we've got the wide lens, so it should be fine. I don't know. And Inkay, it's going to be a difficult Pokemon to include in games going forwards, because in order to evolve it, it has to level up while you're holding your Nintendo 3DS or Nintendo Switch upside down. Now the darkness surrounds me, I'm about to blackout. No, you're about to black space out. Blackout is the noun, black space out is the verb. It's like with log in, log out, etc. But yes, Inkay. I believe it's one of very few Pokemon where if you get it up to level 100, you can't evolve it, because as of Generation 8, which is this one, you can evolve Pokemon that are at level 100 by just giving them a rare candy if they evolve by leveling up. But in the case of Inkay...
Wind that carries a ship out to sea is wind that stalls a ship returning to port. What shines light on one path can also be what keeps another in darkness. Let us see if you can find your own path onward.
Okay, that's valid, bearing in mind doing this tower locks off the other tower. Anyway, what I was saying is, if you have a level 100 Bulbasaur, you can give it a rare candy and that will make it evolve into Ivysaur. Whereas that never used to be a thing. But Inkay, for some reason, giving it a rare candy while holding your system upside down, it bypasses the check if you're holding it upside down, so it's not able to evolve. I don't know if that is also the case for, okay, if that's still a thing as of Gen 9. So anyway, Krokorok, another Pokemon of which I've... So many top-quality Unova Pokemon, and also Inkay. Which sounds like I'm being mean to Inkay. No, Inkay is conceptually cool, it's just Kalosian rather than Unovan. So, I suppose now seems like a reasonable time to ponder. Are we... Oh, that is super effective. Because it's dark and ground. It's not a triple-type Pokemon, those aren't a thing. But yes, now seems like a good time to ponder about the possibility of there being a Legends QREM game. Because, you know, we got 4th generation...
It seems you found your path and sailed right on course.
We got Generation 8, Gen 4 remakes, and a Gen 4 Legends game. Now we've had Gen 9.
Impressive, you can now proceed to the top floor. He is waiting for you there.
Cool and good. So, we've now had Gen 9. It's about time for Gen 5 remakes. Not sure how they're going to handle those, but please do them good. They are possibly the best generation altogether. And, in theory, a Gen 5 Legends game, which would then have connectivity, because I agree with Chugga Conroy on this particular matter that the whole Legend of QREM is fascinating to explore. Anyway,
there you are. I figured you'd choose the Tower of Darkness, so I decided to wait for you here. I could see your Pokémon Sword save data. I actually can't, I'm just making a joke. Kubfu, you've both done well to get this far.
Babear.
As for me, I don't speak fucking English, mate. Your final opponent is little old me. Been a while since the last time I battled like this, but I think you can handle it.
Oh, really now?
A stream too clear is avoided by fish Pokemon. We all need some darkness in ourselves. Let me be the one to teach you the final lesson on the essence of darkness.
Okay. Bit of a evil-sounding thing to say, but sure. Okay, let's have a fighty-foo and a fantastic time. Dojo Master Mustard reveals his true form. Like the Dojo Master in Paper Mario. Yeah. Bug Fables isn't the only Let's Play I can do that makes comparisons to Paper Mario, but yes, we have some hot and spicy Kubfu on Kubfu action. Yes?
I'll need to get serious fun to take you on. Own your senses now and let this battle sharpen you. Show me how you can grow.
Ooh, this one's a male one. I forget if the genders are... Like, is it the same gender as the player character? And then Mustard has whichever gender you don't have? Anyway, this will be why I brought Zen Head, but clearly I was planning ahead accordingly. So yeah, get Psychic Dom. Also, level difference, and again, surviving with 1 H-Book Beington. Oh, but this time it was by design because of the focus stash.
Watch closely, X. This is what Kubfu's fists are truly capable of.
Awoo. Bears don't go awoo. Oh, Aerial Ace. That's also super effective. I forgot to heal between battles. Not like it matters. I'm a little bit overconfident. I could be super effective, but why when I could... You know, why use your fists? Wait, okay, I just realized this whole thing is supposed to showcase the power of Kubfu's fists, and I won this battle using nothing but headbutting moves. I am rebellious. And, I mean, hey, if the shoe fits on the fist, which is a head...
You young folk grow so fast, it never ceases to amaze me.
And we got some cash shmoney. And that's the Isle of Armor, ladies and gentle soups.
What a team. Impressive, most impressive.
Exactly the opposite of a high five. Anyway, you've learned the power of fist. You can meet a fist. But the real reason why you want to, well, apart from for story progress, the main sort of draw of this is, well, we'll see in a moment. How soon will that moment come? I don't remember.
I knew you were worthy of my trust, Hex. You've done well, very well indeed, in raising Kubfu to this level of strength. Leon was once my best student a long time ago. He, too, attempted this trial. But he never made it to either tower. He got lost along the way. Now it is finally time for Kubfu to evolve. Go and show Kubfu the Scroll of Darkness. Kubfu is ready now.
I think I'm ready now. With the taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic. I'm slipping under. So yes, apart from story progress, the whole point of this is to get Kubfu to evolve. And yes, I do. So when Kubfu evolves, I think Kubfu is one of very few...
Armor.
One of, if not the only Pokemon to have more than one Gigantamax form. And that's because... Because when Kubfu evolves, there are 2 possible forms, and much like with Wormadam, they are mutually exclusive. So they're 2 different forms that evolve from one single previous form, and you can't change between them once the evolution is locked in place. So here we have, I think this is the single strike style, and then the water type one is the rapid strike style. And you can't change between the 2, and each one has its own Gigantamax form. So there we go. Yes. Single strike style, inhabiting the mountains of a distant region, this Pokemon races across sheer cliffs, training its legs and refining its moves and generally punching holes in things. You're no longer baby. You're now precious cinnamon child, Wicked Blow. Sounds delicious. Okay, but what should I put in its stead? Ooh, so 80 base power, but always critical. So that'll be 120 power, and then also same type attack bonus, I think. So what should I replace it with then? I guess close combat, because they're both 5 PPE, and I sort of want to maintain the total PPE altogether. So, huzzah. Wicked Blow. Whereas I think the water type one gets like it hits 2 to 5 times attack instead. I don't remember. You will have seen it in the live streams if you watched those.
Behold, before you stands Urshifu. Sure to be unyielding armor that will shatter any blade turned against it. And it has mastered the style of darkness.
Be dark. Yeah, that's natural.
You've certainly grown, haven't you? And to think, not too long ago, you would have run and hid behind me the moment you got scared. Indeed, no matter how old I get, witnessing someone grow always brings joy to my heart. Hex, Urshifu, thank you both from the bottom of my heart. Oh, almost forgot. I give this to anyone who has faced me when I was taking the battles.
You were taking it seriously? I did not give you the opportunity to demonstrate this. Oh yes, and the League card, which we'll look at in a moment.
Now then, let's head back to Dojo.
I think that's everything there is to show. Such talent and strength, perhaps the time has come. I don't remember. And can you blame me? It's been a long time since Generation 8 was relevant to anyone. Which is sad, it's been good. Nodding sagely. Okay, so first of all, Just want to have a quick little looky-loo. What does the ability Unseen Fist do? Ooh! So you can bypass Protect. Cool, but only if it's a... Oh no, it's anything that makes direct contact, which I think is all of these. Neat! Anyway, let's have a look at Mighty Master Mustard's League card, if I may be so bold. Ooh, that is ominous. And as ever, read it on your own time. So, unless there's anything further, which I'm gonna check because he was saying ominous things, so we should probably check in with the Mustard Man. Do you know the Mustard Man? The Mustard Man? Of course I know the Mustard Man. Oh, good! My favourite rival. Oh, okay, you know what, I remember now. There's a whole side quest with Hop in order to unlock Urshifu's Gigantamax form, and, well, anyway, that being the case, I'll go and do that off-screen, because none of it will be any different from how it was in Sword, but then I will meet you back here once I've done that. Sure, the thing that happens afterwards isn't going to be much different from in Sword either, but hey, it still counts as part of Urshifu's training, right? Okay, I will be right back. That did not take long at all. The fact that I'm recording this on a different day is completely unrelated. Mighty Master Mustard! I always second-guess myself if I'm saying that right.
Woohoo, are you ready for another battle with little old me?
Yes, I did.
That's what I like to hear. Let's mosey on over to Battleground.
Now, for this battle, I have my regular full team plus Urshifu minus Honduras. Unfortunately, she didn't make the cut for this battle.
You know, I've been thinking more and more these days about how fortunate we were to have you join Dojo. Even if it was by mistake at first. Can't thank you enough, Hex. It's been a while since I've been so excited. I can feel my blood burning and my heart just dancing with anticipation. I just can't resist a battle against a worthy opponent, no matter how old I get. Now then.
You're going to strip like you did previously when we fought.
Let's get things going. This will be the most fun time in the world.
Yes, as I was saying, I wanted to have Urshifu in this battle because it is technically part of Urshifu's story arc. I misread that as you are attacked by Dojo Master Mustard. And based on his team composition, Honduras was the one who was the least fitting in terms of... I needed a good balance of people, and Honduras ended up falling short, unfortunately, which is a shame because I love her. She is baby.
It's been a while since I faced such a strong opponent. My blood's boiling over. Time to see exactly what all this training has made of you.
Well, we're still egregiously over-leveled, and bizarrely, actually, I think Urshifu is the most... Oh, well, that's just rude. Urshifu is the most over-leveled on the team, and yet the one that I'm the most worried about. Because, like, the whole idea that I have in my brain space head,
let that be a reminder, a single slip could cost you everything.
Like, obviously he's going to have the other Urshifu in its other form. He's going to have the rapid strike style, whereas we have the single strike style, and it feels like,
so you've got your fundamentals down pat, but that alone won't cut it.
It seems like it should be a one-on-one thing, you know, two Gigantamax bears going at it. Yes, I know what I said. So, you know, I want the rest of the team to have a chance to shine, but I'm worried because fighting dark against fighting water, and that means that as the fighting dark side, we have the weakness against fighting that comes with the territory of being dark type. As we saw with that Scraggy earlier, being fighting and dark, you're still weak against fighting, and of course, Urshifu in either form is fighting, but fighting water, you know, we're at a disadvantage, so I worry. Anyway, the reason I brought Rebecca out is just to go into maximum overdrive. We will introduce two trucks to each other, and all being well, they will get on famously. I'm referencing a song that I've never heard, which reminds me of a different song that I've never heard that I should mention even less. Its initials are RR, and it is so not a part of my world. Moving swiftly on, Luxray. Methinks it is the turn of Damiano because... Oh, I forgot to heal. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm only sending you out for the Scorching Sands anyway. Scorching Sands Undertale. Commentary. I have talent for it. So yes, he says, as if he's about to lead into another topic of conversation. Just, this is the grand finale of the Isle of Armor. There is so much I have forgotten about this game, and it has come back to me so naturally. So I suppose I could take this opportunity to plan ahead. So, oh yeah, it's a fairly weak move, isn't it? Well, at least it's super effective. Oh, and yeah, that makes sense, because the Scorching Sands reminds me of that Turkish coffee thing where they have a load of sand and they sort of drag coffee in a metal canister through the sand, and it goes from 0 to boiling in a heartbeat, and basically, I'm turning your Luxray into coffee. But yes, what I was going to say is, this will give me an opportunity to sort of mentally plan ahead. I had a feeling that wouldn't go all the way, but the burn will finish you off. It's fine. Planning what to do in the next episode. And I don't know if it'll take 1 episode or 2, we'll see, I'll feel it out. But next time will be the Crown Tundra, and the only things that I need to focus on are the things that are different from when I was playing Sword, obviously. So that means I will be going after Regieleki and Glastrier, I believe. So maybe that'll take 1 episode, maybe it'll take 2, I don't know. But then my shield coverage will be complete after all this time. Also, huzzah, sending out Sarah, who canonically, I don't know, I just feel like her personality is weed. And also, she's holding the amulet coin, and that's what matters to me. And how dare you use Stone Edge when I use that exact strategy on my own. Well, I have a Dusk-Lycanroc in Pokemon Scarlet, and his name is Evensong, and he holds a wide lens and relies on Stone Edge. So, you know, I am Trash Spammingtons. Nice to meet you. Now, how far through are we? 2? Okay, we've got at least 2 more. And this is why I brought Boris, the Slayer of Gods. Because Kommo-o is Dragon and Fighting type, both of which are independently weak to Fairy. So put them together, you've got a quad weakness multiplied by a pure Fairy type using a Fairy type attack, holding a Pixie Plate. Honey, you are just not going to survive. Oh, you know a Steel type move. Okay, it's not going to do you any favors, but good on you for out-strategizing around me. It's just, you didn't really stand a chance. I do like the Jangmo, Hakamo-o, Kommo-o line. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Generation 7 on the whole. I have warmed up to it since I streamed Pokemon Sword, because that was me just getting back into Pokemon after a fairly lengthy hiatus. Now that I've been back in the bubble for a while, you know, I do think Generation 6 was probably the weakest, like, for its time. Whereas my opinion of Gen 7 has improved a bit.
The skills are only getting sharper. Try not to get captivated by my might.
Okay. Well, luckily, I taught Urshifu Zen Headbutt. Not that matters, because we're going to Gigantamax instead, but that gives us Max Mindstorm, which we don't have same type attack bonus. So we're not going to be in the best of positions, but being Fighting Dark going up against Fighting Water, we have an immunity to Psychic-type moves, and our opponent does not. So we're still at a major disadvantage, but at the same time, level 94 going up against 70-something, I've already forgotten, but
Now, become the gigantic fist that breaks your opponent as one would smash through a board.
level 75. And also, I suppose it bears mentioning that after doing this, you can go and compete in the Galarian Star Tournament in Winden, and after completing that at least once, you can... in fact, I think you can do that even before taking on this fight. If you've done that at least once, then Mustard's team has slightly higher levels. This also applies to Avery or Clara, who can also be rematched, I think? I don't entirely remember. And this might also affect the daily refightable battle with Honey that you get if you donate enough watts that I touched upon earlier in this video. Maximum Knuckle, otherwise known as Meet a Fist! So for all I've said about quad weaknesses and the opponent having same type attack bonus, well no, it's not quad weakness though, it's just, it's regular weakness. Never mind! And we could use G-Max 1 blow and it would be very fitting to see, but I don't want to take any chances. So there you go. The battle has been won, I had no reason to worry, and now the Isle of Armor is complete. Well, it will be complete once we get all the various rewards, but you know, this has been fun to come back to. And I'm going to have a lot of off-screening to do to get me through the Crown Tundra into such a position where I can catch myself up with the things I intend to show. Anyway, Mr. Northernman. Oh god, I just remembered I don't remember the voice I gave to Peony.
One moment you grasp it, and the next it slips from your hand. I spoke too quickly and Tess was too distracted for me to see what my previous line was. But the strength you now have, the strength that let you defeat me, it is unwavering. Congratulations from the bottom of my heart.
Slowly turning into, like, Cod Jamaican, like the Anna and Katie Wicks sketch that was just Good Morning but with Cod Jamaican accents, and it was the biggest congratulation.
I held absolutely nothing back, and yet you still defeated me, and easily at that. The apprentice surpasses her master. A true moment of pride for the master. You deserve a very special league card from me.
Yes, I do. I also deserve everything in the world on a plate, but I can't ask too much. I just realized his hair, it's giving Hisuian Zorua, and this is before Hisuian Zorua was a thing. Any Susan.
It'll seem I'll have to redo my own training from scratch. Oh, darling, did I hear right? You actually lost?
Yes. Why is everyone so astonished? But apart from Hop, of course, you simp. But everyone else is astonished. Like, no, I've been strong this whole time.
Oh, so you all came. You know, I can't resist seeing you get all serious about battle, you cheeky thing. You look utterly dashing, darling. Oh, but look at me getting all distracted. You're amazing, Hex.
Looks like we'll need to have some max soup tonight to celebrate. I know you aren't just a new student, I think I'll call you Master Newbie from now on.
Like how in Pikmin 4 they never stop calling you New Blood even when you 100% the game.
Well, I'm not surprised one bit, Hex. I knew you'd win. And you were fabulous too, Urshifu.
That was a good sound. I'm a big fan of that sound.
Hex. Well, how should I put this? I thought mayhap I should offer my congratulations. But I won't! Honestly, I don't see why I should celebrate anything. I will admit, I do feel a bit better.
I could hold a candle to a trainer who defeated the master at his full strength. But when next we meet on the field of battle, it will be I who takes the victory in a fair fight, no less.
You sure about that, mate?
You've got quite the attitude, though maybe it's not as bad as mine.
Well, at least he's aware of his own flaws.
Well, that wraps up the last of the training here at the Master Dojo.
Oh, Master, I see you're back to normal. When did you get changed?
Hex, I hope you'll come by and have more battles with me from time to time. It'll make us both stronger. Just so we're ready for when time comes. Don't worry. You'll find out what I'm talking about eventually.
Was that setting something up they just never touched on in the DLC? I don't remember what that's in reference to.
Anyway, let's all head back, shall we? Like one big family.
Yeah! Yeah! Like a Mario yumping on a Goomba. Well, anyway, that's the Isle of Armor. Done with. That's Shield. Done with except for the Crown Tundra, so I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons, and in the next one, the Crown Tundra! Yeah!